Giant sequoias are the largest trees among the oldest beings on the planet and are therefore worthy of being protected from the ravages of climate extremes. Some are over 2,000 years old. Because of their unique growth habit and the fact that they live naturally at high altitudes only in a small area of the Sierra Nevada mountains of California, they are at high risk. They have already endured years of drought, and in some places, many have already died from hot, high fires. So restoring their inner functionality and their inner health is a top priority for us. Who are we? I'm Basia Alexander, co-founder of partnerwithnature.org. I champion partnering with nature.
I'm Jim Conroy. I'm the tree whisperer. I save trees by healing trees from the inside out. My website is thetreewhisperer.com. We have spent over 20 years developing our tree whispering mindful methods and using them to heal trees that are stressed and sick in climate extremes. Here's a photo of us in a giant sequoia grove in California last year. We love these trees. They are so important to us. Next, we are making another trip to the giant sequoias of California in June to do our interactive collaborative healing methods with them. We use no products or invasive methods. This is collaborative, mindful energy healing work with these beautiful trees.
Please listen to the rest of this video to find out why our healing work with the giant sequoias is so important to the giant sequoias, to humanity, and for this planet. But before that, let me say that we intend to report to you after our trip about whatever insights and breakthroughs occur for the giant sequoia's survival and what path to healing they will be on. For our report, please save the date, June 29th, 2023 at 7 p.m. Eastern USA time for our next online Zoom monthly updater. Why do you want to attend? Well, usually I give you a list of benefits for you, but not this time. Here are 5 benefits the wise old giant sequoias tell us they will gain. The first benefit, the giant sequoias say they will be able to make connections or have conversations with a wonderful human, you. The second benefit, they will recover a higher measure of their inner health because a shared collective focus between you and them will be established in higher levels of consciousness. Parenthetically, let me say, that's the collective consciousness we, Dr. Jim and I, are trying to foster by giving our report in the June 29th meeting. The third benefit for the giant sequoias, it's important to them to fulfill their purpose, to be generous to humanity, and your attendance will help them do that. Fourth, they will be able to resume living in a broader community with other giant sequoias and with other trees. And fifth, they will benefit from having more humans who are on their side and who can speak for them. And please invite all of your tree-loving friends to attend. Now, back to the giant sequoias. Why are they so important to humanity? First, these giant sequoia trees, over 2,000 years old, they unify the whole plant kingdom on the planet. They are key players in the invisible network patterns of information that flow among all trees, plants, crops, forests, and ecosystems locally and globally. Secondly, giant sequoias are wise old spirits. And because of their age, their consciousness, contains historical information and provides continuity for the plant kingdom and for humanity. So here's Dr. Jim to explain how we will do our globally unique, collaborative, mindful healing methods with the giant sequoias. Jim?
To honor commitment to healing and saving trees that are stressed or sick or declining, we will be returning this June to the rectangular area of California, which is the only place on the planet where the giant sequoias live. We will be connecting, communicating, collaborating directly through heart-based bioenergy fields and in consciousness with the giant sequoias. They and we will co-create together. We will forge an inner functionality path to restore their health. See, we work with the giant sequoias as partners. Since we come from the tree's point of view, not an ecocentric human point of view, we will ask them questions. I use the knowledge from my PhD in plant pathology to ask the consciousness of the tree the right questions. But Basia and I don't assume we know anything. We don't prescribe. We don't have a canned solution or scholarly recommendations. We don't attempt to control. We don't impose our will on these beautiful creatures, trees. We honor their lives, their beingness, their spirits, and their deep intelligence. We will use our intuitive connection. We'll ask their inner intelligence questions about the current state of their inner health. We will ask them about the effects that climate extremes are having on them. And we will ask them what steps their consciousness needs to take and in what priority order, so that the internal functionality can be repaired from the inside out, and how they can best use the blessing of rain and snow they just received this past winter to repair that internal functionality.
Yes, giant sequoias have endured many years of drought in California. And here's something you need to know that's true for trees everywhere. Just because it rains doesn't mean that a tree, any tree, can take up that water and use it to grow again. The tree's inner circulation system may be too blocked or too compromised. The water might be there, but the tree can't use it on the inside. It can still die of thirst. So Dr. Jim will explain what we do for trees that are impacted and stressed by any climate extreme, and that includes what we will do for the giant sequoias.
When trees are sick or stressed from climate extremes, they are more susceptible to insects and diseases. This is a problem also for giant sequoias. By repairing their internal functionality, we help the trees become stronger so that they are less susceptible to the harmful effects of insects and diseases, and then can withstand these climate extremes. We get close to the trees and overlap our heart-generated bioenergy fields with their bioenergy fields. We expand and overlap our consciousness with their consciousness. That way, we ask them detailed questions and find out primarily these four things: how they can make more food in their foliage, very important. 2, how they can clear their inner circulation system of blockages. 3, how they can resume growing. And 4, and most importantly, how they can reconnect in community with each of the other trees and giant sequoias. Then we interact collaboratively and intuitively with them. Because we are overlapping in bioenergy and consciousness with them, we can help them expand their bioenergy fields and focus their powerful consciousness, their way to take key steps. It's all about finding out how they can reconnect their parts, systems, and functions of their internal operations so that they can live and grow optimally.
Does that sound like something you want to know about? We hope so. Does that sound like something you might even want to help the giant sequoias with? You can. During our June 29th Zoom meeting, there may be simple, easy, mindful things we will ask you to do from your own backyard to help the giant sequoias. So please save the date, June 29th at 7 p.m. Eastern USA time for our monthly updater gathering. Register for the free Zoom link and please invite all of your tree-loving friends.
Remember, this is a group consciousness effort for healing these giant sequoias. By your attendance, you'll help join that group consciousness to help the trees.